Good afternoon. It's September the 14th, and if you're thinking that looks just like the start of yesterday's walk, you're absolutely right. I'm at the hotel again, although it's sunnier today, and heading home again. So this will be very much like yesterday's walk, although by a different route, I would think. It just worked out that way. I came down to mail some stuff and pick up some pills, and ended up at lunch here, and now I'm heading home. Much sunnier today. We got a lot of rain last night. There was a really hard rainstorm. I don't know, about 11 o'clock or thereabouts, and it rained for a while, and it rained again today. Brief shower anyway. So you'll see some puddles around. I was busy editing. I have a book coming out from Endless Sky Books, one of my two publishing companies, called Loggerheads, which is a memoir by a tree faller who was involved with, he had a 26-year career as a logger and then lost his job with what was called the War in the Woods, environmental efforts to stop logging in Clayoquot Sound on Vancouver Island. And you hear a lot of the environmentalist side, but this is from the logger side, how he felt about it. So it's very interesting, and also has a lot of details about how logging is done, tree fallers. It's one of those things that it's more dangerous than I gave it credit for. But I was reading about it in his memoir. You can see quite a large puddle up there. So this will be a slightly different route than I took yesterday, I guess. I'll try to vary it anyway. Yeah, a lot of water there. Look at that big old puddle. Oh, of course that made my horizon go wonky. Whenever I point down at something, it does that. This may be the last walk for a while. I'm driving to Edmonton tomorrow, and I don't know that I'll do any walking in Edmonton. I'll take the equipment with me, but I'm not promising anything. So you might not see me for a week after today, but you might. I just don't know yet. See how it goes. Down the street yesterday, so I'll walk this way today to keep it different. The Salvation Army over there on the left. On the right, that's the Salvation Army over there. This one on the left used to be APEG's, Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of Saskatchewan, was in this building when I wrote their history book. Holy cow, that's almost 20 years ago now, which is really hard to believe. They were based in here. Oh, that's true. That was 2005, kind of the centennial of the province. And here it is, 2023. Yeah, scary. Scary how fast the days go by as you get older. It seems like only yesterday. National Business Machines. This strange little building here has that sign, and they seem to have some sort of business equipment. But it's such a strange little house. Right next to Advanced Therapeutic Massage. And then place for sale if you're looking. Probably a business before that. Yeah, it has a sign on it. Saskatchewan Association of Social Workers. This one's obviously either going to be torn down or is being renovated. It's hard to tell which. It has a fence around it anyway. One of many apartments in this area. That one's called the Heritage. A lot of them are seniors or 50 plus, or whatever. I'll go this way. Should be able to go between buildings here somewhere. That one has a very abandoned look. There's City Hall over there. I think I can go between them here without any difficulty. Yeah, all the windows are boarded up on this one, so I would say it's not long for this world. If somebody buys it and does a lot of work on it. Front porch seems to be sagging too. Paratransit here, that's the wheelchair bus system. Another old apartment building over there. I don't quite understand this building. It has like a low section in front and then a high rise behind it, so I never quite understood how that one's set up. Over here we have oh, it's for sale. This part of the Ripplinger complex is for sale. The whole thing's for sale. Have they closed? They must have. It's been there forever. Oh no. Picture framing. So just that portion of it over there seems to be for sale. This part's still open. I thought that was going to be a for sale sign, but it wasn't. One of the old apartment buildings here. House for apartment for rent in here. Somebody was asking me about apartments recently, although on here, but specifically they wanted apartments close to the university, which I can't say these are. That was a nice little Chinese restaurant, but now it says pizza, pastas, and burgers. Which is the change. I'm tired. Woke up at 5:30 and didn't really go back to sleep. Came out of a really vivid dream involving giant walls of snow on the side of a road I had to drive down, and they were melting, so there was huge walls of snow, but there were also huge deep puddles I didn't think I could drive through. And then I woke up. Used to be a vegetarian restaurant in here many years ago. A hair place. Very colorful house there. I think that one's still a house. That one seems empty potentially. Or they're just trying to keep it cool, which is why it has aluminum foil over the windows. Oh, here, let's walk down this way. This is Prairie Place over here, another one of the big apartment buildings. I don't think I've walked through here before either. I also seem to be trapped now behind this. Oh, there's an opening down there. And air conditioning equipment or something. It's like air conditioning equipment. Just keep walking this way, I guess. Probably want to go out at the next break here. I'm not sure there's one further down. Can't tell. Albert Street right over there, so we're almost to Albert. Like I said, this will be a short walk. Once I get across Albert, I'm really not very far from home. I think you can walk between any of these buildings. They all run right into each other. Yeah, no way through. They just run into each other. This is 15th. And there's our Petrocan, not ours, but the one we buy our gas at most of the time. Although I bought at a different Petrocan station just today. That's what a wild and crazy guy I am. I don't always buy at the same gas station, but that's the way to bet. Had the car into the shop a couple of days ago when I walked down at the south end. You may have seen that, and but they didn't get the air filter in, so I took it in today to get that put in. He's in a hurry. Well, and I didn't get my cross light, so we're going down this way. They must have been able to control that intersection because it should have been about to change in my favor until that came through. You're not really supposed to ride bicycles on the sidewalk. That doesn't stop people, but it's dangerous for pedestrians. This is Thai Garden. I've only ever eaten there a couple of times, oddly enough. Specs over there does eyeglasses. Next to it is Leo. Oh, maybe it's got a different name now. Is it still Leopold's? I'm not sure. Little pub I don't go into very often. I don't like the ambiance. Yeah, it's still Leopold's. As I often point out, that's the original Saskatchewan Government Telephones building, now part of the Royal Saskatchewan Museum, so it's got fossils and scientists and labs in it. And this taller building next to it was the second telephone building. And the third one's downtown. The sun is certainly warm. I'm not going to do much better on this corner because people are crossing it now, which means I'm going to have to wait for it to change. But, oh well. Unlike the ambulance or the fire department, I can't control the lights, which is a shame. Because if I could, it'd be really nice. All right, we have to wait. It's usually only about an 18-minute walk from the Hotel Saskatchewan to home, so that's pretty good. Being south on Albert. North on Albert, looking west across Albert. Still says walk in the other direction, so still got a minute or two to wait. Stopped beeping, so that should be a good sign. Any minute now. It will change. Thought I pressed the button. Maybe I forgot to press the button. Doesn't really matter. Somebody said hi. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Bit breezy, but that's okay. Nice temperature. And we had that rain last night and this morning, so there's no dust in the air, so the air feels fresh and clean. No serious smoke. So all in all, a beautiful day. Hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your point of view. At the end of the day, you just have to say it's alright. A great big C for you there. Alan Doyle, whom I have met, got to know a little bit. Very little bit. He probably does remember me, but he might. You might remember that I sang the last Saskatchewan Pirate in the underbelly in St. John's, under the Yellow Belly Brew Pub. I sang it for our group of Great Canadian Kitchen Party people in 2021, so coming up on 2 years now since that. When will fall begin? Well, officially, a week from today. Unofficially, it's already begun because the trees are turning color. Feels like fall in the morning. It's cool. Although we haven't had frost yet, which we very well could have, but not this year. Frost seems to be holding off, which is nice from a flower point of view. Keep enjoying the flowers for a few more days before the frost kills them. Our wedding anniversary is September 27th, and the year we got married, the frost had come not too long before that and killed the flowers. But we did have lots of great yellow leaves for our background. Got our pictures taken out at the Wascana Golf Club. Oh, nobody's working over there today. I'll have to get somebody to clean our leaves. I don't particularly like to do it myself anymore. I'm happy to pay somebody to do it. Cabin school over there, now called the Crescent School. Yeah, but officially fall begins September 21st. And this year it seems to be pretty close since we haven't had frost yet. We've come, it's going into single digits fairly often. So all it takes is one clear, still night and a slightly cooler daytime temperature, and the frost can hit you without much warning, but not yet. This is a very well-traveled piece of road in my journey since I live on this street. Angus Crescent may be the most live-streamed piece of street in the world. I don't know. There, see? Look at all the yellow in those trees. Cabin school again. The elms here are a bit misleading. They stay green long after many other leaves turn orange or yellow. So you'll see yellow over there, but the elms arching over the street tend to stay green. Sometimes they just stay green until they fall off. They never really change at all. At least that's what it feels like. Some of the other trees, like that one, are getting fairly fallish. Oop. Watch out for that stick. I thought my daughter might be home by now, but I don't see the car, so I guess she isn't. Okay, we will stop here. So, a short walk today, like yesterday, and as I said, it might be a week before I'm back again, or I might walk in Edmonton. I just don't know yet. But thanks for walking with me today, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye for now.